Hi, good morning, Case Nation. Marco Wine Trader here. Wanted to follow up with yesterday and what's going on. A lot of people are asking me what, should I put on more trades or whatnot. It's up to you. Like I said, based on your budget, but here's your 15-minute chart in the ES. So here's what I was hoping would happen. Here's the high. Here's the low. Usually it retraces somewhere in between, like halfway, and it's right around this white dark solid line. As you can see yesterday, towards the end of the day, I'll zoom in. It hit it and failed, which is what I was hoping would happen, and I wanted this follow through to come down more because I want IV rank to pop. I will go here, go to studies. Let me give you this one. Why? Because here's ES, and I want IV rank to continue to pop higher like it did, over here. Because the market is going up, IV rank is kind of collapsing again, right? Which I don't like. But back to the 15-minute chart here. All right. So, however, take a look. I'll zoom out again. So let me show you what I'm looking at. So here's the high. Here's where it is now, right? It beat. Remember I talked. If you can beat overnight highs, it'll. Oh, sorry, I forgot that. It broke above overnight highs, of course, so it went higher. So my next thing is, okay, well, what will it hit next? Simple stuff. Well, here's yesterday's high during after hours. It beat that too, right? Okay. So then I'm going to the previous day. The previous high yesterday was pretty much when it opened right about here. See that? Right, right here. So that's about, I don't know, 230, 2380s got as high as 2383. Okay, so right here, and that's what happened. It hit there so far, and that seems to be the new ceiling, right? It hasn't retraced back all up here, which is great. So now what I'm looking for is I want to see if this will continue down through here, down below this line. I want this all to turn over and drop down, which is it's at its top. It's oversold for the day, intraday anyway, and it should come down. All right, that's the 15-minute chart on the ES, and hopefully that translates into well, let me see if I can. Yeah, hopefully that can translate into a down move, a continued red bar, and a continued down move here, and then of course IV rank will spike. Here's the SPY chart, because I know none of you are going to trade the ES minis. It's too expensive. Here, this is only $238.40 a share, but same thing, right? It's just a derivative of it. So as you can see, this is the daily chart, so it's a blue bar here, and see IV rank. Look how fast IV rank collapses though. So that's why you kind of always want to have a little bit of money in the market, not a lot, because depending on your position size, because I mean, I'm sorry, on your account balance size, because this could easily, look how in one day, it went from, IV rank went from 6 to 41 in one day. So it could easily have gone up to, 50 or more in another day. It just kind of depends on, what happens. So I'll scroll out a little bit. This is a 10-year chart. So let me scroll out a little bit, and I'll grab this bar and I'll slide it down. So you can see, right? So usually you can start off at, like I always say, when it gets to 35, you can start adding on positions and legging in. All right. So what I do for my private coaching clients is I actually set up business plans for them based on their individual needs and wants and tolerances, and that's how you got to do it. You got to make up your own based on what based on those three things as well. Back on the 15-minute chart is this, man, the golden Gecko would have been just fine, because it's right back. I mean, look at this. Jeez Louise. I mean, if I just zoom in right here, a little bit too much zoom, sorry. Let's go like this. Yeah, look at that. I mean, wow. I mean, if you're here, yeah, this is just great with this IV rank collapse. If you had positions on here, even, you're right back in it. With the IV rank collapse, you're still making money. So kind of a bummer for me, because I'm small right now. I did personally, I'm biased. I want this to pop up so I can actually have more fun and play, make more trades. So it's back to boring. Hopefully something changes, but usually with this reverse, I don't know. This sucks for me, to be honest. I ain't gonna lie. I was getting all happy because I wanted to make more trades, a lot more to talk about. Now it's back to the same old, same old. But I can't complain too much because boring is good. Boring makes me money. It's just a slower process. Okay, so hope that answers your questions. I like this chart because it's a lot cleaner. Okay, this is just IV rank. I don't have any of the other indicators in it. The chart I give you guys will have them all for all my subscribers. At the end of this video, if you want my charts, just hit subscribe if you're not, and like and subscribe and comment with your thing, and I'll send you my charts for free. Hold on, what am I doing here? The chart I will send you is this chart right here. It'll have all the, well, this is all the, everything. This is a 10-year, so I'll zoom in real quick and you'll see what I mean. Here, here we go. So if I zoom into current time, you'll have my Bollinger Bands, you'll have all my indicators. See, this is a bullish indicator, and sure enough, this went green, and look what happened. Here's my OBV rank chart. That's weak though, because see, it's still red. All right, so this hasn't gone green yet. So if this turns on and there are more sellers and buyers, and this will stay red and turn down, I mean, I can't believe it. If we had one more down day today, this would have gone red, and you would have seen a nice continuation. But they're goosing it back up today, so kind of a bummer for IV rank sellers like us. But oh well. Anyway, you'll get all these charts, so you'll get as many of the indicators that I use from back in the day when I was day trading. I stopped doing that and started selling options because way more money on a consistent basis. So I'm glad I found it. That's thanks to Tasty Trade and Tasty Works. So charting I use to stay engaged, but when I make my trades, I go straight to Tasty Works, right? And I will look for stuff to trade. So if you have a bias and you think SPY is just going to continue to go higher and you want to take advantage of that, you can put on your golden gecko like this. Okay, it's what I have teach for free. Just do that, right? And I'll zoom in a little bit, and you should be at the 1 standard deviation line and 2 standard deviation line. But if you think it's going to go higher, and whoops. Now, based on this IV rank, that tinted area is the expected move. So technically, it shouldn't go higher than this based on this number of days and this implied volatility. But if you think it'll rebound and go higher, and you're worried about this position right here getting tested right here, you can skew it up. What that means is, see where it says strikes? You can move the whole thing up if you want to a higher strike price to give you more room on the upside, on the high side. And you just do that by clicking. Okay, and then now you're giving yourself more room for the stock to go higher, and it'll still finish in this green shaded area. Remember, as long as this stock price stays in this green shaded area, you're going to make money. If it goes outside and finishes in the red at the end of expiration, you're going to lose money. Okay? So if you think based on charts that, oh man, I don't know, whatever, I don't know. I mean, I'll be flat. I don't know what's going to happen. I know what I want to happen, but I don't know what's going to happen. But based on your bias, if you think, oh man, the market might hit and just continue to fall down and more, so I want to pad myself more to the downside, because I think in the next 28 days it'll be lower. Well, then you could skew it the other way. See, grab this and go back. See, this is where we were. 84%, 1 standard deviation out of the money. You might want to skew it down and keep an eye on how much you can sell this for. Right? So I'll go back. I'll skew it up twice, 2 strikes. 1, 2. Whoops. $79. Okay? I'll skew it down 2. So here's where we were. And I'll skew it down 2 strikes. 1, 2. 59. Okay? So it's up to you based on your bias and what you think. You know what I mean? But that's basically your options. Right? Hope that helps. I got stuff I want to look at. I'll give you a peek. I'm going to look in here. And I'm going to go to... You can just look at Tasty Trade. You can look at, I kind of go through them all. You can do Tasty Trade stocks, and I'm going to IV rank, sorted. I want IV rank at least 50. I kind of want to see what I can play with. I want to exclude earning because I don't want any earnings in the next 45, 56 days, kind of like this. Okay, so boom. And I want the, well, whatever. I kind of want to Take this out, take out this. I want liquidity at 3 and 4 as well. So here's some stuff I can look at under Tasty Trade stocks. Pandora, $9. But these are all cheap. Ooh, EWZ is Brazil, Apple, and Alibaba. Wow, what's going on with Apple? Okay, so real quick, a little peek. Okay, interesting. Wow, look at that nice Bollinger Ramsey. Okay, here's a free tip. I don't usually do individual stocks though, because I always got to worry about news coming out. People ask me, do I do individual stocks? I don't like to, because you got to worry about news coming out and all the, especially in Apple with the new, will there be a new iPhone? All the leaks, and I think they do they're gonna have a product announcement right in September or something. So yeah, you just gotta be careful on this. If you want to bet it'll stay in its range and you want to know, hey, can you do a golden gecko on Apple? Sure. Here's a golden gecko. I'll clear it. Here's what a standard golden gecko would do. Based on the next 28 days expiration, approximately here's the tinted range it'll be in. Okay. And if you want to stay within one standard deviation, you want to adjust this to say 80, closest to 84%. But the problem is, see, there's no strike there. So this is it already defaulted to the closest. You could do this right here. You could sell this for 85 bucks. You have a 74% chance of making money. You have an 88% chance of collecting 50% of your max profit. And IV rank is good. It's at 57. It's 50 or higher. So here's what you want to happen. You could put this on, and even if you're wrong about direction, okay? If it drops down to here, or even goes up a little, as long as you want this to collapse, as long as IV rank collapses back down to here, and you could even be wrong in direction, you know, and still make money. Okay, so that's just a little peek of what I look at if I'm bored. But I usually always go through my indexes first. SPY. Here's IWM. Okay, so I kind of just look at these ranges, right? And I just kind of want to see. Go. What I do a real quick check on what I can sell for. Okay, that's a little peek of what I'm doing. Okay, so anyway, I hope that helps. If you like what you see, please do me a favor, subscribe to my channel, hit like, and ask me some questions, and don't forget to message me if you want my chart. Have a great weekend, guys.